Hey everybody, today, how to be spiritual without religion.
In this episode, are you a spiritual atheist? I'm Heather.
And I'm David.
From ZenRoseGarden.
Yes. Helping people create
badass lives. So let's talk about religion and what religion is for a second. Religion is a construct or a system to help you to understand the nature of God, whatever that God is for you.
Now, the differentiation between religion and spirituality is that religion is the construct, it's the way to get you there, and spirituality is the knowing of what it is.
Spirituality is the connection to that divine nature, that feeling of absolute bliss and inner peace. So spirituality is the sense of contentment and comfort and knowing that everything is going to be fine in the world. So that's the difference. Religion is a construct that's put together to get you to spirituality.
Right, but spirituality is the result.
So the result, the thing, the end game is inner peace. Here's what we're trying to get through any religious system or spiritual system or philosophical system or even a psychological process is inner peace.
Even within science, because science is looking for answers. What happens when you get an answer? You experience inner peace.
So our goal is to be authentic, because as little children, when we're the happiest and we haven't learned all these negative programs yet, we're authentic, we're being ourselves, we have the most happiness and freedom until somebody tells us not to be that way. So we want to get back to that. We spend our whole lives trying to get back to that freedom, to be authentic, to be free, to be ourselves, without judgment, without fear, without the fear of rejection or judgment.
Yes, and the getting to peace is actually the bigger picture in anything. And the bigger picture, whatever that peace is, in whatever construct you're using, doesn't need to have a God per se.
If that's your path, that's your path. For us, we're just kind of showing you how different people get to it. So if
Right.
you are an atheist or agnostic even, and you're kind of on the fence of is there a God or not a God, you can still use the basic principles and practices that are inherent in every system of spirituality and religion, if you break it down, that get you there. So the spiritual atheist is one who understands that they want that same inner peace, but they don't necessarily want to have a God that's over the whole thing. And that's okay, that is going to work for them. So what are the practices that are beneath all of this? The first one's going to be gratitude.
Absolutely. Every system across the world has some of these practices involved in it. Gratitude, kindness is another one.
Kindness, meditation, which looks different in every spiritual system. So meditation in one system might be the Buddhist way of meditation, or the yogic way of meditation, or just the sitting quietly in prayer and thoughtfulness. So meditation looks different in every system.
But I want to clarify meditation for a moment. Meditation is simply pondering, letting your mind wander, letting your mind do whatever it's going to do. That is meditation, which meditation in the big picture is another construct. What does it get you to? Letting your mind wander so that you can find answers, inner peace, etc.
Well, these answers that you get in meditation are what lead you to the work of spirituality, the harder work of spirituality, which is the emotional purifying and elevating yourself to a higher level of consciousness, whatever that is in whatever spiritual system. So we like to use the system of chakras as a construct a lot because it's religion neutral.
Right.
It's not a religion, but it is a philosophical construct to systematize and categorize the different kinds of emotional blocks that everybody goes through.
Or experiences that people go through.
So that would be another element, balancing the chakras or doing the inner emotional work, the dark night of the soul, the valley of the shadow of death, whatever that is in your system.
To face your demons, to come out on the other side, and to be spiritual
Right. So remember, the construct is the matrix within which you work to achieve that inner peace. And the last step that you get to before you get to that inner peace is that absolute self-love and acceptance.
Which brings you inner peace.
So where some people who have a religion that enjoy the religion, they may see the inner peace, and over the centuries in different systems of what we call anthropomorphize the feeling of inner peace and bliss to be a god of some sort, a Shiva or a Buddha or whatever that god is for you, Allah. They anthropomorphize it, which means to give something a human form. And that makes that concept of an inner peace or bliss or oneness relatable to us because we are in human form.
So it's relatable, and if it's relatable, then it's achievable. So you can achieve the state of being Shiva, being Ganesh, being God, being whatever. When you achieve that state, you've discovered inner peace. Or when you've discovered inner peace, you achieve that state.
Mm-hmm. So the atheist or the agnostic doesn't necessarily want to have the anthropomorphized object of God. They just want the concept of it. So that's okay too. Either way is right for you.
Yes, and the underlying purpose is to find your inner peace. So I don't care what construct you use, from chakras to meditation to religion, whatever your construct is, realize that you're all headed for the same direction, regardless of what construct you believe you're using or what construct you think you're avoiding.
Can we all just get along?
Exactly, and love is all you need.
Speaking of which, we want to give a big shout out to our subscriber, JJ. Thank you for your support. Mwah! For more badass life tips, be sure to subscribe.
And click that bell to turn notifications on.
We'll see you in the next video.